All right, forest folk, you asked, and we delivered. These days, hunting for the right gun has turned from a peaceful outing into a maze of maps, graphs, and endless bargain hunts lasting hours. But it doesn't have to be that way. We've got the solution. Join us as we reveal 6 rifles that will make you, your wallet, and your hunting buddies truly happy. These are the best bang for your buck rifles of 2025 that most people don't know about. Howa 1500. Alright, forest fellas, so you're staring at that gun wall, feeling like a kid in a candy store with only $5, right? Information overload, I get it. You want a rifle that hits hard, shoots straight, and won't have your bank account screaming for mercy. Let me point you to a real workhorse, a true unsung hero, the Howa 1500. This ain't some delicate flower you're afraid to scratch. This rifle is built to hunt, plain and simple. You want stopping power? Get it in a classic like 308 Winchester, and this thing's got enough punch to drop a big ol' hog clean with one shot. No drama, just freezer meat. We're talking serious knockdown, even if it's not packing the wallop of a 338 Lapua. And accuracy? Listen, these Japanese-made barrels are legendary for a reason. Don't be shocked when it outshoots rifles costing twice, even 3 times as much, right out of the box. Now chambered in something like 308, sure, it'll give you a firm nudge. It's a hunting rifle, not a BB gun. But the beauty of the Howa is how it handles. It kicks like a 308, no doubt, but that famously smooth Howa action lets you cycle another round like greased lightning. It handles with a surprising slickness, almost like your granddad's well-worn 22, letting you get back on target fast and dead on. It may not be a custom 308 Win Mag that costs you more than your truck, though, hey, they do make these at Magnum calibers too, but a Howa in a good old deer caliber like 6.5 Creedmoor or 270 will still punch through a buck's shoulder like it's made of butter. Take it from me, these things are tough. Drag it through the mud, let it get rained on. It's made to endure the kind of hunt where things get messy. It ain't a high-dollar European rifle with fancy engravings, but it's deadly accurate and reliable as sunrise. Perfect for the tree stand, solid for stalking through timber, and honestly, just a fantastic all-rounder. For the money, you simply won't find a more dependable tack driver. Go check one out. Weatherby Vanguard Obsidian. Okay, so you're wading through the sea of new rifles and your head's starting to spin, right? Every year there's a new game changer, but you just want something that works, looks good, and doesn't require you to sell your ATV to afford it. Well, let me pull you aside and talk about a serious contender, the Weatherby Vanguard Obsidian. First things first, this rifle just looks the part. That obsidian finish is sleek, modern, and all business. It's the kind of gun that makes you feel confident just unsheathing it. Plus, many come with a threaded barrel right from the factory. So if you're thinking about a muzzle brake or running it suppressed in 2025, you're already halfway there. But it's not just about looking cool. Weatherby stands behind these with a sub-MOA accuracy guarantee. That's not just talk, that's a promise your bullets are going to go where you send them. Pick a solid caliber, say 308 or even 6.5 PRC, and this machine will lay out a big buck or even a solid old bore with decisive authority. We're talking lights out. End of story. Now, if you opt for one of the Magnum chamberings, sure, it'll give your shoulder a solid greeting. But the Vanguard stock is designed to soak that up surprisingly well. And that legendary smooth action? It's like butter on a hot skillet, letting you cycle for a follow-up faster than gossip spreads in a small town, keeping you dead on. It might not be your buddy's ultralight custom-built mountain rifle that cost him a small fortune, but the Vanguard Obsidian will still let you thread a shot through timber and deliver a payload that'll stop your game cold. It's built tough for the field too. That synthetic stock can handle the rain, mud, and whatever else your hunt throws at it. Whether you're posted up in a tree stand or hoofing it through the backcountry, this rifle is a reliable partner. For a gun that delivers this kind of accuracy, modern features, and rugged dependability without vaporizing your bank account, the Vanguard Obsidian is a damn smart choice. Thompson Center Compass 2. Alright, so you're on the hunt for a rifle that's easy on the bank account but still shoots like it means business, yeah? The market's chock full of options, and it's easy to get lost in the sauce. But if you want my 2 cents on a rifle that truly punches above its price tag, let's talk about the Thompson Center Compass 2. This is the kind of rifle that makes you wonder how they do it for the money. Seriously, the Compass 2 took the already solid original and made it even better, especially with that improved trigger. It's a big deal for making accurate shots. Plus, you often get features like a threaded barrel for a suppressor, hello, quiet shooting in 2025, and that sweet 5R rifling, which folks usually pay a premium for. This isn't just some beater gun. It's a legit hunting machine. Loaded up with good hunting ammo and a capable cartridge, say a 6.5 Creedmoor or a trusty 308, and when that big deer finally steps into your lane, this rifle will deliver the goods with authority. We're talking about the kind of shot that means you're sharpening your skinning knife, not looking for blood trails. Now, let's keep it real. The rifle isn't going to win any beauty contests. The synthetic stock is all about function, not fancy frills. In a heavier caliber, you'll know you're shooting a rifle. It's not a 20-pound bench gun. But that crisp trigger makes a world of difference for practical accuracy. The bolt might not feel like it's gliding on unicorn tears compared to a high-dollar custom, but it locks up tight and feeds reliably when you need it most. It might not be the rifle you show off to your buddies because of its rare wood or fine engravings, but it's the one you'll grab when you're serious about putting meat in the freezer, no matter the weather. The TC Compass 2 is the definition of a workhorse. It may not be flashy, but it's deadly accurate and built to hunt hard without asking for much in return. For the hunter counting their dollars but still demanding performance, this rifle is a flat-out steal. CZ600 Alpha. Alright, let's get straight to it. You're looking for a rifle that feels a step up in quality from the absolute rock-bottom budget options. Something that'll shrug off a miserable rainy hunt like a duck's back, but still leaves you with enough cash for good optics and a decent supply of ammo, right? Then, my friend, the CZ600 Alpha needs to be high on your list. CZ has a long-standing reputation for building some seriously accurate and dependable firearms, and the 600 Alpha carries that torch proudly. This isn't just another off-the-shelf synthetic rifle. It's a thoughtfully designed workhorse. The polymer stock is tough enough to handle any abuse you can throw at it. The barrels are generally a bit beefier, which really helps with consistent accuracy, and CZ stands behind it with a sub-MOA guarantee. That's a big confidence booster. Chamber it in a versatile modern cartridge, say a 6.5 Creedmoor or even the good old 308 Winchester, and this rifle will anchor whatever game you're chasing, from roe deer to big reds, with decisive efficiency. We're talking job done, no fuss kind of performance. Now, the Alpha has a bit of reassuring heft to it. It's not to be a super light mountain rifle, and that actually helps manage recoil. The 60-degree bolt lift is quick, making follow-up shots smooth, and that adjustable trigger? For a factory gun in this price bracket, it's genuinely excellent, helping you make every shot count. It handles with a solid, predictable feel that inspires good shooting. It might not have the polished walnut and deep bluing of a classic European stalking rifle costing 3 times as much, but the CZ600 Alpha will deliver surgical precision in the field, regardless of the weather. If you need a rifle that's going to perform reliably, accurately, and shrug off the elements without needing a second mortgage, this is it. For the discerning shooter who wants robust, no-nonsense performance, the CZ600 Alpha is a fantastic piece of kit for 2025 and beyond. Winchester XPR. Okay, picture this. You see that iconic Winchester name and you think, classic, reliable, and probably going to cost me a fair bit, right? Especially if you're eyeing a beautiful Model 70. But what if I told you there's a way to get that Winchester work ethic in a modern tough-as-nails package that won't make your bank account tap out? That, my hunting buddies, is where the Winchester XPR shines. This isn't your granddad's polished wood and deep blue Model 70, let's be clear, but it's got the heart of a Winchester where it counts. You get their excellent MOA trigger system, which is incredibly crisp and clean for a rifle in this price range, and that's a massive plus for making accurate shots when it matters. The polymer stock means it can handle being knocked around in the truck or dragged through the thick stuff, and it won't swell or warp if you get caught in a downpour. Plus, that bolt unlock button, letting you cycle rounds with the safety still on, that's a genuinely smart feature. Chamber this rifle in a proven game getter like a 308 or even a 243 for deer, and it'll deliver the goods. When that buck steps out, this rifle ensures the only tracking you're doing is back to the truck. Short and sweet. Now, it's a modern rifle built for affordability and function. The action is dependable and smooth enough. It's not like a custom rifle that costs thousands, but it won't let you down. Recoil is what you'd expect from a standard weight hunting rifle, but the recoil pad helps tame it. The XPR isn't about winning beauty pageants, it's about dependable performance in the field, trip after trip. It might not have the vintage charm of its older cousins, but it's a tough, accurate tool that will reliably put venison in your freezer without asking for a king's ransom. For any hunter in 2025 wanting that Winchester reliability without the collector's price tag, the XPR is a seriously solid bet. Mauser M18. Alright, let's be honest. We all hear that legendary name Mauser and immediately think impeccable German engineering, built like a Panzer tank and probably cost more than my first car, right? For years, that was pretty much the deal, but then Mauser went and did something brilliant. They gave us the people's rifle, the Mauser M18, and trust me, if you want that Mauser heritage without needing to remortgage your house, this is where you look. This rifle is pure, unadulterated Mauser, but stripped down to the essentials that hunters really need. You get a rugged synthetic stock that'll laugh off being scraped against rocks or soaked in a Highland downpour. The cold hammer forged barrel is a tack driver, and that adjustable trigger is surprisingly crisp for a rifle at this price point. That 3-lug bolt with its short 60-degree throw, smooth, fast, and locks up tight. And the 3-position safety is dead silent and easy to operate with gloves on. Perfect for when you've got a big red stag in your sights and don't want to make a sound. Load this rifle with a solid European favorite like the 6x5x55 Swedish or a 30-06, and it will anchor your game decisively. We're talking about the kind of clean, ethical kill that makes for a quick, respectful end to the hunt. Now, it's not a hand-engraved walnut stock M03, and it doesn't pretend to be. The M18 is a tool built to perform flawlessly in harsh conditions. It kicks like any well-balanced hunting rifle in its chambering, but the ergonomics are spot on, making it comfortable to shoot. It might not be the rifle you pass down as a priceless heirloom for its ornate beauty, but it embodies that core Mauser principle: utter reliability and accuracy when everything is on the line. For any hunter here in the UK or elsewhere in 2025 looking for genuine Mauser quality that works as hard as you do without the premium price tag, the M18 is an absolute belter. So that's our rundown of the best bang for your buck rifles for 2025. We've shown you some real performers that deliver serious accuracy and power without that hefty price. But the main thing is to find what works for your hunt and your budget. Do your homework and get ready to own the season. If this helped you out, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell for more. Which of these value champs caught your eye for 2025? Or got another pick? Drop it in the comments. Until next time, shoot straight, hunt smart, and happy hunting.